How does Mr. Flory wish to proceed?
Your Honor, he is going to take responsibility and admit the violations.
Okay, thank you. Anything from the state?
Your Honor, the state's aware of probation's recommendation, I believe, is to terminate and that he serve a term of incarceration, and we would agree with that, knowing that this is his third violation. It does not appear that he has any reasonable chance to be successful in ILC.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Shy, anything on behalf of Mr. Flory?
Yes, Your Honor, and I'll let him speak for himself here in a second. He is in sunset recovery. He would like to complete that.
Where's sunset? Sunrise?
Sunrise.
Okay.
Sunrise recovery, and he would like to complete that. He is doing well. They'd like to keep him on ILC, but if the court is inclined to revoke that ILC, we would ask that the court place him on probation to allow him to complete the program with his counselor through Sunrise recovery.
So basically he goes there and gets methadone, right?
No, I don't get any meds.
How often do you go there?
Once a week now. I'm on aftercare.
Once a week for an hour?
For an hour, yeah.
Okay.
And then a drug test and then my counseling session.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ms. Shy.
I was just going to let him.
Okay, Mr. Floyd, go ahead.
You want to tell him about all that?
Yeah. I know I had a relapse, and I've been struggling with drugs my whole life.
This is your third violation this year, and the year's not even half over.
Yes, Your Honor. And I apologize. I know that's no excuse. I'm not going through some things. I've got children's services is involved with my children, so I've also got that. There are regulations that I'm trying to follow. So I got an application that I just put in at the Oxford House. There's like a Daddy and Me program where I can get my kids there. I'm trying to get back into the sober living so I can get my kids and try to have a normal life for them. I don't want them to think it's okay for this kind of life. I don't want them to think it's okay to use drugs or to be in and out of jail. I'm just tired. I'm tired of getting high. I'm tired of coming to jail. I'm tired of missing my kids. I'm tired of the guilt, you know. I'm just tired of getting high. That was the way I dealt with things. I know that's not the right way to deal with it. I'm working on learning how to deal with grief and being alone. I've also always went back to my old friends, and that's where my downfall was. When I was in sober living, I was good in sober living, but then once I was out of sober living, I went back to my old friends, and you can't do that. I mean, you can't go to your people, places, and things. I realized that because all my friends was using, and that was all I've known my whole life, you know. And that's just not no good for me. So I know I can't have that in my life.
Well, you see that when you're in jail, sir.
Yes.
You don't seem to see it on the outside. I'm going to revoke his ILC. On count one, breaking and entering.
Yes, Your Honor. We went into an abandoned house.
Okay. How much credit does he have?
He has 66 days, Your Honor.
66 days. Refer him to the START program. Place him on community control for a period of 3 years. If you violate the terms of community control, the court could increase your sanctions. You're required to complete START program and all related aftercare. The court could also send you to prison for 12 months. Anything from defense, Ms. Shy?
Will he be released then?
He'll be sent to the START program, and then when he's finished there, they'll release him. Okay, that's all.
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Floyd was ordered to go to the START program, said he was totally willing to do that, if I recall correctly, and then on June 3rd, 2026, he refused to go to the START program. you have 75 days credit. Let's see what you're looking at here.
It's a felony 5, oh, no, I'm sorry, it's a felony 5 B&E, Your Honor, and an M1 theft.
Okay, so 365 minus 75 is 290, I believe. So that's 9 months and 20 days. So you prefer to do that than go to the STAR program?
Well, no, to Miss Fisher, the probation officer, when she come over for me to sign the papers, and she was telling me about the STAR program and that it was a 6-month to a year program, and that if I didn't complete it, or if something was really strict, and if I come back here, then I would still have to wait another 30 or 60 days and go to court. And she said that she didn't want to waste her time or mine, because I've got 8-year-old twins, and I know the severity of going into the abandoned house, and I know it was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I have 8-year-old twins, and it's so far away in Portsmouth, they'll never see me there, you know. I'm not going to visit them. I know my little girl's not going to understand me being gone, and I just want to get this taken care of so that I can get back to my kids.
Well, she's going to not be able to visit you in jail because...
Well, I can visit her video and see them.
I'm sorry?
I can video visit them and be able to see them. I guess they got visits there, but I don't think they got video visits or any of that. And it just seemed like it'd be a better decision for me just to go ahead and take my time here.
You're kind of forgetting the treatment aspect.
Well, I'm going to Nova House. When I get out of here, I'm going to a 30-day drug treatment program, and then I'm going to the Oxford House because they have a Daddy Me program where I can bring my kids into sober living with me while I'm there. So my daughter told me that she would, whenever we get my out date, however long it could be, they said it could be anywhere from 60 days to a year.
The NOVA program?
Well, no, the Nova program is 30 days inpatient, and then I'm going to go to sober living. But, I mean, from my time here. I can't go to the Nova until I'm done here with my sentence. That's why I'm going to do my sentence, and I'm going straight into the Nova from here to a 30-day inpatient program for drug treatment. And then I'm going to the Oxford House sober living. That way I can have my kids, because they're the only one with the Daddy and Me program. Because Children's Services was involved with their mother, so I have some guidelines that I have to do for Children's Services to be able to get my kids. And that's one of that is to be into sober living. So.
I apologize, but I'm thinking that somehow we're overlooking the fact that you have a significant issue and you're not dealing with it. You're thinking 30-day program will and then sober living is what you need, right?
For the drug treatment, yes. Because I know all the consequences of my use firsthand. I know the guilt that I've been suffering from it. I know my kids are the biggest victims in this situation because they're the ones that suffering every day.
How old are they?
They're 8-year-old twins.
They're twins. Okay,
Yeah.
You told me that.
Yeah, and I know that I just want us all to have a better life. I know drugs is not the answer.
Okay.
I know that no matter what, drugs, it's just, I've investigated it, trying to get high and not have a problem with it. You know, basically because I like to get high, you know? I mean, I felt like that was my escape.
Is that what you mean by investigating it? You used?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because I kept getting in trouble. And then with the consequences, I still would get high. So I just had to investigate it more because I think that there was some way I could functionally do that.
I've never heard it referred to as that.
Well, that's what my counselor was telling me. She
Okay.
said you just kept investigating it, so.
We sent him to the STAR program for a reason.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you give me some of the background on that?
Let me pull up the PSI. I know, so it's a 23 case, and he wasn't sentenced until 2026, so I'm not sure what the time lapse is there.
I'm guessing he didn't show up.
That would-
Yeah, let me
To my
double-check
treatment
that.
program, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was originally on ILC and then placed from ILC onto community control and was supposed to go to STAR as a part of the community control from ILC, is what it looks like.
Okay,
So that would have been the recommendation from his ILC violation, is for a CBCF at this point.
and there would have been an assessment that we based that on.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's had 4 violations. This is his 4th one, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. That might have had something to do with why you went to the.
Yeah, I failed for drug test. I was doing recovery works in Vandalia for the last 18 months. I had been in recovery works. And I was at a sober living house there, but they was smoking crack and doing dope in the sober living. So when I left that, then I didn't, of course, you know, because I had used, so I didn't go see Dora because I knew I was dirty. So I was wanting to get clean first and then come back and see Dora, because she told me as soon as I finished the drug class that she would let me off the ILC and I would be completed it. So I knew that I had that relapse, so I wanted to get clean and then come back and see her.
See, here's what I'm faced with. Do I want these 2 8-year-old twins, who I'm sure are innocent girls?
One of each, boy and girl.
One of each. They want to see their dad. They want their dad to be the dad. Do I want them to have that opportunity, or do I want them to see what you've been? And that's the issue. That's why you were ordered to go to the STAR program. Go ahead.
I want them to know that drugs is not the answer to any of their problems. I want them to know that jail is not exceptional. I want them to know how they're supposed to act and how they're supposed to deal with their problems. I want them to know that
But
how
you're not.
I've been living is not the right way.
Well, it's just not the way you do it.
Well, that's not the way I've been doing it. I'm
Right.
focused on not.
Okay. All right, I'm kind of gonna go off the rails here a bit. When I weigh putting you in jail, that's one way to deal with it. But it's not a battle of wits between us. I'm gonna order that you remain on community control and that you complete the NOVA program. You complete the aftercare, the sober living after that. And if you're successful, good for you. And if you're not, it seems like I don't have many other choices.
That's more than fair, Your Honor.
Take Daddy away.
Great. Yes, I appreciate that.
Okay.
Judge, are we releasing him just out, or did you want him on a monitor or anything?
Yeah, he needs to be released to the NOVA program, so
Okay.
I'm taking him at his word that he's been accepted there. Sometimes,
All I have to do is call my daughter and have them call in for me.
okay. And we'll release you to the NOVA program. Either they're gonna come get you, or we'll take you there on a monitor.
Okay.
And if you leave, we'll know it. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor, I appreciate that.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.